Well, I had to think about this for a minute. I took all the nails out. I took the nails out of this 2x6, scraped the side, scraped this edge, the bottom edge, cleaned this up. I left this on for a minute because I started thinking about this. I need to set that back up over there. And I cleaned up over there a little bit better. Before I rip that all apart, I need to set this piece back in there because where this flashing is, that's where the edge of the last tile is. Those last tiles. So I have to know where this is so that once I put the new floor down, I can mount this exactly where I feel comfortable. And I should be able to figure it out. There's, you know, it's going to go up against the stucco, right up against the edge of that. And before I mess around with that, that way when I put it back, I'll know that it's right for exactly where the last tile goes, right? Now I could set this right on top. I could wait until I get all the tiles in and the last pieces, hold them up there, measure over exactly where it goes. But no, that's not necessarily gonna work either because I have to have that last 2x6 in there for the riser and all that kind of stuff. I think I want it mounted in there so I can mastic it in and all that kind of stuff before I lay the first, or before I lay these tiles, because the tiles have to go from here, boom, 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 out this way, and then graduate out over there, because I want to put all these tiles in first, make sure they fit up against here, over there, and at the last, whatever's left is going to be over there, and it should fit to where this piece of flashing was, okay? So I'm going to hold it up there and line that up, make a few more marks. Remember, I marked the top of the stucco and stuff of where this top edge is going to go, but I didn't measure out exactly where it's going to go, okay? So I'm going to have to do that first before I take this flashing off this piece of wood. Look at that, this grout isn't, this stucco isn't even straight or anything. Okay, now to carefully put this back in there. Oh, I see, it went right like that, see? It notched right in there, like that. I can see on the back side, and I believe it went all the way up. Now I have a pencil mark over here, and there's the pencil mark. Oh, there it is. I can hardly see it. Okay, so this one goes up, and it goes up against. And that goes something like that, just about like that. And this one, was straight up. See, this wasn't even tight over there. That was about right there. Good grief. And that was straight up like that. I can kind of see on the edge where the stucco's dirty and such. Looks like about like that. Looks to be, yeah, slightly. Okay, I see where it is. Yeah, like that. Straight up. Straight up there. Like that. That'll at least give me some marking points. We had that right there where the top of that was. And it looks like it's just pushed up tight to that stucco. That edge. Right in there. See, I gotta be careful not to start beating this stucco. I might be able to shave that off with a chisel or a dull putty knife and kind of tap on it. But I think I want to leave this little bottom tail on there. It's not really hurting anything. So when I get done with everything, I'm gonna have to patch some stucco. I'm sure of it. Okay. So I should have checked that a long time ago and made some marks even before I started taking this tile out, but this was already caved in at an angle from before. Now I can see exactly what's going on. Okay, that way I know when I put this back, it's going to go real close to that. 2x6 is going to go up the bottom of that. And in fact, I could probably hold that there and this and mark the bottom of the 2x6. On both sides. Because see, the 2x6 doesn't, this 2x6 here does not fit all the way to the bottom of this here. It just sets on that and it doesn't go down all the way, and it was nailed to the back side of this 4x12 tread, stair tread. We'll look at that in a minute because it's all dry rotted out over here, so I'm going to have to make a decision how I'm going to put a piece of wood in there, or God forbid if I have to take this 4x12, cut it out of there. I mean, I could do that, cut it in half, lift this side up, pull it off, pull this side out this way, then to get it back in, that's going to be kind of a pain because it goes way back in there. I don't think I can take it in there all the way because they had these treads in here before they installed the stucco. So what I want to try to do, most of this tread is still good, but I'll get you down in here and show you what I'm dealing with over here. In fact, I might just want to leave this whole flashing thing intact until after I get everything re-supported down below, so I can know exactly where this is, because I don't have any place to mark this over here because it's all dry rotted. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I kind of remembered that to decide to do that before ripping and tearing. You see lots of different things that go through your mind and thought process. Every job is different. Okay? You may not run into the same thing, but I'm trying to show you different thoughts and ideas, so when you get ready for your job, if it's a new job or if it's a remodel or a tear down and replace, you can kind of go through different thoughts. Think about certain things before you start ripping and tearing. Anybody can rip and tear, but it's building it back in the same spot or making slight changes. I might end up making a slight change here. Once I continue the floor out, I'm going to put a level across here and see how close it's going to come to where the existing ones are. And where this comes up, this is going to come up at this point at an angle up to the other floor. So then I'll have to put a string there. And then from where the string intersects this point, then I'm going to put a level across there, get a mark. That's after I get all my new stuff done, mind you. Then I can look and see what the existing was, whether or not I want to make some adjustments, because we can already see that there's a lot of things that they could have done a lot differently on this project to make it not leak, right? And so I might be able to see certain things that I can do slightly different than what they did as a thought. Or I can say, okay, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll do the same if I want to keep that. If that breaks off, I've already got my point up here. That pencil mark, man, it's hard to see. Well, I'm going to put a little mark on the outside too. And if it rained, that pencil mark is not going to last me very long. I'm hoping it doesn't rain in the meanwhile. Okay. But at least I went through the steps so far on what's going to happen. Okay. I'm going to bring you back down here in the pit, and I'm going to look at this a little bit more.